Hello, Whole Life Challengers. As we start our second week, I wanted to give you something that might be useful to you. A few of you have asked me if I would help you with a stretching routine so that you can get your 10 minutes of stretching in every day. So I'm going to lay out a routine that you can do anytime during the day that will be about 10 minutes long. Now recognize this. Stretching doesn't have to happen all at one time. If this video helps you, that's great. But if you are one who just has some different amounts of time during the day that you can stretch, you can pile up a minute here, a couple minutes there, and a few minutes there to make your 10 minutes. Also recognize that you don't have to just do 10 minutes. You can do as much stretching in a day as you want. Stretching feels good, bottom line. It feels good. And it's also really good for us. So don't be afraid to stretch anytime that you think of it, whether you're in the car, in the kitchen, at work. You can stretch anywhere, anytime. Today, we're going to stretch in my office, and I'm doing it in here intentionally so you can see that it doesn't take a lot of space. You just need a place that you can sit down comfortably and be able to move just a little bit with your arms and your legs. So we're going to start today with some deep breathing. I think it's important when you do stretching that you start with a breathing routine, because when you start to gauge your breath and get more deep breath flowing through your body, it warms you up, it brings oxygen and makes blood flow better through your body, and that warms you up enough that you can create better stretches. So we're going to start today with some deep breathing. All I want you to do is sit comfortably on the floor. If it's not comfortable for you to be in this position, you can always sit on a pillow, and that will lift you up, and that can give you a little bit more comfort. And I want you to start with some breathing where you're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in and out. As you breathe in, I want you to bring that air down as deep into your body as you can bring it. And let it out. Again, the purpose is to start to relax and let the muscles relax and the joints open up. Breathe in and out. As you start to get that deep breathing pattern, you'll feel yourself getting a little more relaxed. And at that moment, I just want you to turn your head downward so that your ear goes to your shoulder. Now be careful with this. Don't bring your shoulder up to your ear. Keep it down low so that your head stretches. You'll feel the stretch over here on your neck. Then you're going to roll your chin down to your chest. Shoulders are heavy. And then to the other side. Again, don't let your shoulder creep up to your ear. Let your ear drop down. And again, you'll feel the stretch here. This side is always tighter for me, so I like to spend another minute or two, second or two here, so that I can stretch this side out just a little bit more. Then I'm going to bring my head up. We're going to go left to right or right to left. Just get your chin going over top of your shoulders. Starting to loosen up the joints of the neck. And then you're going to take it into shoulder rolls. So this time you can bring your shoulders up. Bring them all the way up to your ears and down. Go both directions, forward and backward. And then let the shoulders drop down. Now we're going to move and make a little bit bigger motion. You're going to bring one arm up, in your case your left arm, straight up overhead and leaning slightly to your right side. You'll feel the stretch all the way down to your hip. Open up your ribs and reach high. And then switch sides. Reaching up and over, stretching your right side. And down. Now we're going to create a little bit of movement in your spine. You're going to do a spinal twist. You're just going to reach back and swing from side to side. I like to have quiet music playing when I stretch, but that's certainly not necessary. I've got some yoga radio playing right now. Good. Now we're going to come up onto one knee. So one leg comes forward, the other leg is back, and you're going to lean into the knee. Now you can put both hands here to support yourself. That's fine. If you want a little bigger stretch, you're going to take this arm and you're going to reach straight over. And if you lean slightly to the side, you're going to get that long stretch all the way to your knee. I love that stretch too. Open to your hip flexors. If you're a person who sits a lot during the day, this is a great stretch for you. Switch sides, lean forward. You can support yourself here. That's completely fine. Or you can reach up and over and lean just a little bit. Feels awesome. Feel it all the way down. Good. Then we're going to stand up. You're going to do some stretching for your lower back, and you're going to do that just by bringing your knees up to your chest. Just pull them in, stretching this way. And then we're going to create a little balance move. I want you to roll your foot. Oh, my ankle just popped. Roll your foot just like this in a big circle. Now, it's not a leg movement. It's isolating the ankle, stretching your ankle. And go both directions. Pull that foot around in a big circle. If this is too much to stand still by yourself to do this, you can hang on. You can take hold of whatever's there and you can do it this way too. But make sure you get those ankles rotating in both directions. You'll feel it stretching the muscles of your lower leg. And switch sides. Again, if balance is a problem, go ahead and just hang on to something. Really try and isolate the foot here. And both directions. Feels great. Get that ankle moving. Good. Then you're going to do a straddle stretch. So legs are apart. You're going to interlace your fingers and you're going to reach up to the sky and look up at your hands. Reach. And then you're going to reach forward to the floor. Your legs should be far enough apart that you can touch your hands to the floor. And then drop your head down and stretch. We're going to do that again. You're going to reach up, interlace your fingers, reach to the sky. It's a slight lean backwards. And then open your arms down to the floor, hands to the floor. Drop your head. And then you're going to walk your hands over to your right ankle and just pull yourself in toward your knee. Stretch. And then walk your hands over to your left foot. Grab that ankle and stretch. Coming back to the center, hands on the floor. Pull yourself down to the floor. And then coming up, as you come up, roll your shoulders right here. And you're going to walk your feet in. Good, that should feel great. Feels good to me. Now we're going to do a little bit of stretching for our hip flexors standing up. So you're going to reach back. Now, as you step your foot back, you're going to open your arms up. This is going to stretch your shoulders as well. And then back. And then the other side, same thing. Reach. Drop your heel on the back foot. Drop it to the floor. You'll feel your calves stretching. And back. And reach. And back. And again. And back. Now, we're going to work on stretching your shoulders. If you have a towel or a sock or something that you can hold on to, I'm just going to have you put it behind your head something that's a piece of cloth that you can grab. One hand over, one hand under. Now, if your shoulders are really tight, you might want a hand towel. If you're really loose, you won't even need anything like that. You can do this with just grabbing your hands together. But whichever way you choose, I want you to get your arms up and over, and then you can just rock back and forth. Lift up, lift down. You're going to feel your shoulders stretching open. Good. And then you're going to switch sides. Again, one side is probably going to feel tighter than the other. That's completely fine. It's normal. We use one side of our body more than the other. But if it's tight, spend a couple more minutes using that side in this stretch so that you can loosen it up a little bit more. And then when you're done, that's great. Let that towel go. Roll your shoulders. And then you're going to take your hands and you're going to put them right here by your temples. And you're going to pull in and out. Now, if you sit a lot during the day, or if you're on a computer a lot, this movement will be very difficult. You may not be able to get your elbows together. We were built, however, for this movement to happen. So if you have to work at it, this is a good stretch to practice anytime you stand up from your desk or your computer. You do that about 10 times. And then you're going to finish by interlacing your fingers, reaching up to the sky, looking up, and you're going to count in your mind to 20. And then gently come down. And there you have it. A really easy, quick stretching routine that you can do every day if you'd like to, every other day if you want to, but hopefully it's something that's useful to you. I don't know about you, but I feel great. Keep up the great work, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.